Hello there, welcome back. We may be starting something new, and for once it's not some dictatorship that is deciding everything. No. Well, not entirely. At least this time those that are over on my Discord have decided that we might be starting a new show. Thanks to the ending of Josh Sadaku, we will be now watching Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. And considering that we had a few references to it in the last show, I think that's rather fitting. And also, considering I have watched Monogatari in the past, maybe I'd understand a little, because I think there were some references in that one as well. Still, apart from the title, the apparent considerable amount of attention I'm going to have to pay, if it's anything like Joshiraku, I'm in for a treat. If it's anything like Monogatari, I'm going to have to read. If it's anything in between, we should enjoy ourselves. So, you can thank each and every one of the ones that have voted over on my Discord. If you would like to have a bit of an opportunity to do so next time, consider joining on as well. Links are down in the description. But as far as things go, if you're new to the channel, here's how it works. YouTube, always available. There are links down there if you want the unfiltered, uncensored versions of stuff. I just ask that you have this YouTube one in the background to help the channel grow a little. It has hit hard times recently. But most importantly, I hope you enjoy yourself. So grab a drink and let's begin. Please enjoy an animation clip from Kometa. Wow. Great. Thanks. I like the aspect ratio on that. Was that indicative of anything that we will actually be seeing here? Huh. So we start with odd animation clip and a quote from old. Anything can happen. It's why you've really got to be careful when you're working around stools. I can just fall out from under you. What a way to start off an episode, or a series for that matter. Sure, we got the I got distracted by the song, but sure, we got introduced with a quick little animation snippet, but now into this. I can see, much like Monogatari, we're going to get a lot of, maybe not exposition, but visual intrigue. It being done like a old style silent movie. And this is the kind of music that I actually like. This catchy, for being one word for it. Still, I'm not sure what the tonally what this show is going to be. Going from a hope and spring to some spinal stretching. You wanted it that badly? Well, this is what you're getting. You pay the consequences for your actions. Usually, yep, she's helping. Really helping. Just keep tugging. That's gonna ease his burden. What do you know? It works. Well, now we know for the future. Get a stick. Yeah, just poke him a bit. Yeah, what if? Yeah, was this just some autoerotica asphyxiation stuff going on here? Was it all for attention? Huh? Yeah, no one ever would... Oh, that's what she's... We know how much she loves spring and the opportunities it provides. Is it the leaves themselves? Okay, it's the tree. Yeah, you never want to behold the grudge from a tree. Huh. She's young CEO. Now go back and tell us the names again. See if they're all the same. But that actually means something. I mean, there have been worse ways of getting nicknames. But yeah, she's a little... I'm trying to think of a nice way of saying it. Maybe not airheaded, but at least looking on the bright side of a lot of things. Distracting herself from any sort of issues with flowery words and language. 50 yen. Also, voices. We've definitely heard some before. Thoroughly. It. He put that noose up quick. He has just a whole backpack full of them ready, right? How much rope is she going to end up breaking in the end of it all? Also, it seems a little low. It's like the shallow end of the pool there. Stretch himself out a little. Is whenever times were tough. Let's just leave her in this little world of hers. I think she needs it. What was that one with a razor blade? I've come to make myself taller. Oh god, the forest. Oh no. Let's keep a certain pool brother away from it. Yeah, why would he need to grow taller? Look on the bright side. At least you're over 5'10". I mean, if you want to try and talk someone out of dark times, nonsensical statements and yeah, a new way of thinking about it might help. Negative versus positive here. Together, maybe they'll actually balance out. Yes, the first payment of many. He kept the money, though. On such a beautiful day as well. I want my face in a clock. Okay. Interesting way of showing us all the faces of the class. Ah, it's the pink supervisor. First day of the new school year, and he's... he was one trying to make himself taller, so maybe. Understandable that on a new day of school that someone might be drawn to that kind of action. In the compound interest. What is with the writing on the boards behind them? Why is she still standing up by the front of the class? Well, it's too many. Ah. Superstitions. At least there's no fours or anything. Are we going to have days where they're just trying to keep him away from any branches or tall drops? At. If anyone has the at symbol in their name, I don't have anything nice to say. Zetsubou Sensei. Just enough room in between. You can almost see why he's a little pessimistic about life itself. Maybe if you're holding too much meaning to what words themselves actually mean. Oh, we're like an 80s action movie with that title card. That was like the first time that we met Canberra. What school is this? Why do they have a pool in the middle of the... hot spring in the middle of the class? No matter how delusional she may be, I don't think stripping down in the middle... I agree with some of those faces there. He's a bit too happy with that one. I mean... use dating sims. I mean, she is definitely sparking the imagination of some, isn't she? He just excused himself from the situation. It's probably about 3 centimeters per second? Or 5 centimeters. I can see that not all of them are exactly as open to ideas as others. This is all over the place. Well, oh no, they're not even. How dare she? Get some sock suspenders. Sorted. Does she have to get out a little ruler to make sure they're exactly even as well? Not a single hair out of place. How many times has he been here? Is the today meaningful of that one? Is it any... However... Oh, did they get knocked out the league or something? And therefore... he can no longer see things like they used to be. The disparity between it. He feels so bad for others, doesn't he? At this point, I'm starting to believe in the first meeting. He didn't want to die. It's all about airs or reasons. Someone comes to you claiming they want to die. What a pain in the ass. Is that forward payment? Cool. I wonder if it's more than he actually gets paid as a teacher. You know... Oh, okay. I have several pocket watches, actually, so fair enough. They are very quick at changing all the messages on the board, and I'm going to miss several of them. Just ignore his entire presence. I can see that's going to be a returning thing. Poor boy being the butt of many a joke and an issue. The world itself is dreadful. You are born to die with taxes in the middle. You realise your own limitations. Might as well head down to the cherry trees already. See, what was with some of the designs there? They were out of... they were all over the place. But also see if they can fight back against fate and the universe itself. Another animation clip. No. Wasn't that? Okay. Can't she do that in her own time? She's on the clock here, even if there's no one in the office. You, and so on. This world is actually Second Life. I've never played that, and I don't ever plan to. Huh. There are some that get his teaching style. Not sure it's good for the classroom. Your appearance makes it, and if he's not, then he doesn't have much going for him. How? Wow. He gave up far too easily, to be fair. I mean, they have very tailored and narrow ideas of what they wanted. What, cigarettes was one of them, what? So it's acceptable. Skill? No. Any actual achievements or knowledge? Nope. Money. Buy you. Buy your way in. Is class over yet? Can we go home? Give a little hope to everyone. There's always a possibility. And how is he going to tear it down? I mean, it's a non-zero probability, sure. Her unyielding approach and unyielding optimism here. Okay, she knows at least there are some limitations. I mean, considering that they haven't raised any formal complaints about him, yeah, they are strong of heart. I think if we start to think about things that you believe are out of reach and yet still strive to complete it, but knowing there may not be a possibility, just trying to see how much you can improve or do, maybe that might work. Not a great outlook knowing that you're born to fail, but I agree with that that sheet. I can say that Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei was a show of all time. And if there's anything to take out from it, it's there's a battle between two worldviews, positive, negative, the potentials and the pitfalls. But all in all, a nice spring day, let's go out and enjoy it. See the blossoms, the petals falling, the nice, maybe slight breeze. Remember, yank hard as possible. That's the best way to save someone. Still, I would absolutely hate that if this is all a mask, considering her home life, what would happen to break this girl? Because she appears to have gone through a lot. Living in this fantasy world where even the sights in front of her can't possibly be something bad. I do believe this is going to be much like my time with Monogatari. Now that I've been seeing the class, the conversations, and the whiteboards, there is going to be ones that go past too fast for me to take in, or because I'm trying to focus on the conversations, miss the whiteboards, or if I'm trying to read the right whiteboards, I miss the conversation. So there's probably going to be times where there's going to need to be reaffirmed in the comment section. Still, the teacher here jumping to the extreme. Anything minor goes along. Oh no, I've now seen the hair on the cap. Maybe not pareidolia at least, but what was once something of joy to him has now turned sour. I don't think he needs to feel bad about the coach who doesn't seem all too perturbed about losing his hair. Come up with his own ideas and reasons for why life is tough. It seems he's bringing it upon himself. And to be fair, we kind of know why he is taking that pink supervisor money. Rope isn't exactly cheap. This is going to be an interesting one, having the animation play out, the small aspect ratio. Here's before we start the show. How many ones of that are we going to see? Is it going to be the same like here, where it's we got the animation, then later on, upgraded, now in colour? Are they going to start playing around with it? A few episodes down the line, is it going to be a zoetrope? But it definitely gives me strong Monogatari vibes in just how the conversations are played out sometimes. Like the character positions and where they're talking to each other from shift for no reason. Just keep things interesting. Or the little flutters, the skirt, the close-up of the eyes, etc. All I know is life is going to be tough. It is somewhat all over the place, kind of like Joshiraku, just maybe with a bit more focus on the existential. And maybe there is something good to look out for. And I think this was touched on somewhere else recently, but thinking about the future back when I was in high school and what I wanted to do with my life, I really had no idea. Don't think I'd put down options of God. Although it's just as likely as me putting down anything actually serious. Still don't quite know what I really want to do, other than live fun and watch some anime. Even if it does mean coating myself in despair sometimes. It's going to take a little bit for me to actually take in all of the characters, if we are actually spending time with most of the class and they each have their own designs and personalities. Some of them maybe a little too much. I may need a rundown of their names. Try and lock that in. This is fun. I'm enjoying Zetsubou Sensei. One episode in, and I haven't tried to take the easy way out yet. We'll see what happens. Still, if you've got along this far, I thank you for staying. Consider leaving a like on the video if I did entertain you. If I've climbed you down from the bridge, consider subscribing as well, because there's plenty more to see. Still, make sure to take care of yourselves. Hope to see you for the next one. If you would like to pull me down from the metaphorical rope that is around the neck of my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon. Because thanks to the likes of Noku, Sal, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Shiran, Tori Jane and everyone else, we may actually make it to class on time. And obviously without all of you, my life would be filled with nothing but despair.